Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking... And the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Van Dijk cuts it out, looking to play him in. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's nice. He has found the way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. Van Basten. Batches. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most convincing of passes. He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Look at the space here. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. AC Milan are all square. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Bergkamp, looking for options for movement. Now here's the delivery. Cleared away. Gone behind for a goal kick. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Xabi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now that's well seen too. Bergkamp. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitute. Substitution for Milan. Number 18, Ronald Araujo. Coming
So
on
it's
to
back to
replace him
business.
is number 9, Berbatov.
Bergkamp is the team's great visionary. That pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass is just off target. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Iran clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
He's had a shot! Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Donatoni, and he's forced to go back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now that looks a decent ball. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bergkamp has found the net here, of course. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely aimed pass. And he shoots! Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Iran clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Goes down, but nothing given. Iran needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Caught offside that time.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very...
Van Basten! Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Chiellini has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of...
Takes a shot!
Two added minutes.
Oh,
have
that's
been
neat.
indicated.
Oh no, this does not look good. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against South Korea.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Good pressure, determined, intense. Bergkamp. Bergkamp. Can he get it through? Bergkamp. Cross flung in, climbs up big! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is wildly off target.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Harrison gets across and deals with it. Bellingham. Xavi Alonso. And it's Lam. Cantona looking to be a menace in the final third. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chips it through. Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Bergkamp. That is ended up in no man's land. Rafinha. And he's let fly.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Has a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Khan. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Judge, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Tonali actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Van Dijk. And the pass is intercepted. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No foul, says the referee. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first half thoughts?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That's a lovely pass. Swings it, up he goes! Oh, crossbar! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Stood up well to him there. Look at the space here. And he's away. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. Milan have their second corner now. And the keeper beats it away. Deftly away. Xabi Alonso. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. So, third corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. South Korea are looking to go forward now. 60 minutes played. And that has found him in acres of space.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Xabi Alonso. Nicely worked. And that's put paid to a promising move. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's had it taken off him. That's very neat. Bergkamp is the team's great visionary. Chiellini. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now that looks a decent ball. Plays it across. And it's hoisted clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Suarez has it out wide and in space, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Lahm calmly anticipates. Oh, that's fabulous. Pinches it off him. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Araujo voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo and...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, that's clever. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Scholes. Well read, nice interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. Good shot, surely! He's gone direct here. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nicely aimed pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A probing pass. Chiellini gets across to intercept that.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Played out to the right. Aimed in towards the centre.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Applies the finish! No, he's missed it.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, good-looking ball. Threads one in. He's found the way through. Donadoni!
That's just...
Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Xavi Alonso. Alonso. Rijkaard. is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, well played, well played. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Milan have it back and can go again. And there's green grass ahead of him. Showing great feet there. Bullish header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bergkamp is onto it in a flash. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Kvaratskhelia, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Can he latch on to this? No, that's been intercepted. Kvaratskhelia, and he's cut it out. Opts for safety. Chiellini. And Kvaratskhelia, and he's been shifted off it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tonali. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way, big chance! Oh, taken with style! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And this is Bergkamp. He's shifting through the gears here. David De Gea. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan deservedly very happy with their win, and the clean sheet is a very nice bonus. They dealt with all the threats very, very easily and kept control throughout.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Tonali. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Pinches it off him. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. So it is still 0-0. Donatoni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Drogba. And here's Pato. Now who's going to be first to this? Excellent challenge there. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus...
Has a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Donatoni. Drogba.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Climbs up big!
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Xavi Alonso.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Tonali. And they're quick to get it back. Ball's gone out of play.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Howson spots it and intercepts.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Edmilson. Donatoni has found the net here, of course.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Pato, and this is Drogba. Oh, the ball's gone astray. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Pato. Pato! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Defending was strong and firm. And it's Pato. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way. He's having a shot! In for the pieces! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And this is Bergkamp. Cross needs to be good.
Milan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Looking for options for movement.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, super find. And he's heaved it away. Bergkamp. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Pato.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Here's a chance! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Tonali. Pass is just off target. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Costa Curta has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He went for the curler. And we're done. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Out towards the flank.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Can he get it through? Bergkamp. He's in space and looking for options. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Corner then. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Thiago! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Tries from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking tidy in possession here. Rummenigge! Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's through here. Gets into some space. And it's made its way to him. Eto'o is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, that's a key interception.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very... He's tried one! That is produced there, the crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application.
Oh, terrible mistake. Nicely weighted ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. There could be trouble here. That's rather hopeful. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just...
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now it's Ronaldinho. Bergkamp. Looking for the run. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that is as far as they're going to go. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Thiago. This looks promising. Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch.
Bullish header! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitution for Milan, number 4, Sunil Chetri.
So off we go once more.
Number 30.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And now he has 2. Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. Lam. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
He's having a shot! Eto'o.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, that's fabulous. Now there's a fine ball. Caught offside that time. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Tonali. Out of play for a throw. Back into the middle. Rummenigge. Thiago.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's on it. Can he get away? He is through here. Thiago. He is just caressing the ball. Opts to play it back. Tonali did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's in a great position here. And the shot! They've done it! They're back within reach! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Neymar clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
And that's been won straight back. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a sharp pass. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Van Dijk. Tonali. Donadoni. Cross into the ball. Up he goes! It's hit the crossbar. Rummenigge. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Donadoni. Oh, he's found support out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Belletti. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And he cuts out the supply. All played for Rijkaard.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. And the finish! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Searching pass he's played there. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lahm. That's at the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Vasco da Gama.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Lam, some good work on the right flank here. Oh, it's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's crossed into the middle.
You can think ahead, but not take your eye off the ball, and he did.
Xavi Alonso. Tonali. And Donatoni. And that has been slung wide.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. DiMarco puts the ball in. Chiellini attempts a clearance. Roberto Carlos. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Big header! Well, now it's another chance! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And it's Vasco da Gama who take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Bergkamp.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Looking tidy in possession here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these...
Oh, he's been caught napping! In again. And he gets rid in a hurry. Lam got a long way forward to join the attack. Nice interception, well timed. Bergkamp. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. DiMarco. Now here's the delivery. Climbs up big! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
2 added minutes has been
Vasco da Gama are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really...
And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bergkamp. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Tonali. Xavi Alonso. Howson. And it's Tonali. Defending was strong and firm. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. 60 minutes played. DiMarco picks it up out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Looking to play him in. Played back in. It's a mighty effort! Oh, crossbar! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Skims one in. Well, there's the clearance. It's a searching pass. Played into space out wide. Howson spots it and intercepts. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tonali. Tonali. Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Araujo. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. 75 minutes played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played in. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to get it away. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. DiMarco is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he lines up a cross. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Roberto Carlos clears it away. And a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Donadoni looks to get on the end of this.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting...